Okay, question 19. The coefficient of x cubed in the expansion of 1 plus 2x plus 3x squared all to the power 6 is equal to twice the coefficient of x to the power 4 in the expansion of 1 minus ax squared all to the power 5. Find all the possible values of the constant a. Okay, so this is a trinomial expansion sort of thing, all right? So there's no way that, of course, we're going to expand it, right? There's no way that we're going to do that. The key thing with these questions is that you got to understand where the choose coefficient comes from in the binomial expansion, yeah? Like, okay, let's do the binomial part first because that's easy, right? That's what we always see. Like this guy, if I want x to the power 4, right, then you know it's 5 choose 4, and then, 1 to the power 1, and then negative, what am I talking about? It's 1 to the power 3, rather, and then negative ax squared to the power 2, right, because that makes the x to the power 4 happen. Right, and I don't mean 5 choose 4, of course. I meant 5 choose 3 or 5 choose 2. Yeah. So the x to the power 4 term will be this guy, right? So you've got to ask yourself, do you really understand where the 5 choose 3 comes from? Right. So let me explain why is it 5 choose 3. Because you have 5 brackets, right? You have 1 minus ax squared, 1 minus ax squared, and then so on, so on, so on, right? Okay. So every term in the expansion is made of, a product. Every term in the expansion is made of a product. So how do I make the product? Well, you choose one term from each bracket. For example, I can choose all the 1s today. Yeah, if I choose all the 1s, that would form a 1 in my term, right? Because 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, that's 1, right? Okay. How do I make the x to the power 4? I need what? I need 2 negative ax squares, right? And I need 3 1s, right? That would make x to the power 4. Yeah. And then you got to ask, how many ways can I do that within the 5 brackets, right? Because, for example, where can I choose my negative ax squares? I can choose it on the first and second bracket, or first and third, or first and fourth, or first and fifth, right? So you're thinking about the order, essentially. And how many ways can you do that? That's exactly 5 choose 3 or 5 choose 2. Yeah. If you want to put in the negative ax squares first, then it's 5 choose 2, right? Because you choose where the negative ax squares are. Or you could pick 5 choose 3, yeah? Because if you pick where the 1s are, then the negative ax squares fall into place themselves. Yeah. So that's why 5 choose 2 and 5 choose 3 are the same thing. Yeah. So now we're going to apply this logic onto that trinomial. Okay. So x cubed. How can I make x cubed? There are only 2 ways, actually. Yeah? Either you go 2x, 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 1, 1, 1, right? Because that makes x cubed. Or what? Or 3x squared, 2x, 1, 1, 1, 1. Right? And let's check how many ways we could do that. Right? So top guy, how many ways can I do that? Very standard, 6 choose 3, right? You either choose where the 2x's are or you choose where the 1s are. Yeah? So 6 choose 3, right? You choose 3 things within 6 things. Good. Now, how about the second guy? So the second guy has 3x squared and has 2x, right? So my chain of thought here is that if I put in a 3x squared and if I put in a 2x, then the 1s will fall into place. Yeah? So imagine now the brackets are empty. How many ways can I choose 3x squared? 6 ways, right? It doesn't matter which bracket I choose. Okay, now how many ways can I choose 2x? Only 5 ways, right? Because surely you can't put 3x squared and 2x in the same bracket. Yeah? So 6 times 5, and then the 1s fall in place. Yeah? So there's 6 times 5 ways of doing that. Good. So what is the coefficient of x cubed then? So it will be 6 choose 3 times how many? So 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. Yeah? The 2x times 2x times 2x, that's 8. Plus 6 times 5. And I have 3x squared times 2x, which is 6. Yeah? So times 6. Good. So the coefficient of x cubed is, so 6 choose 3 is how many? 6 choose 3 is, God, can't do maths. So it's 6 times 5 times 4 divided by 3 factorial. Yeah? So that's 20. 20 times 8, that's 160. And then this guy is 180, right? So 160 plus 180, that's 340. Yeah? So that's the coefficient of x cubed. Fine. So now let's equate this to what we did just now with the binomial expansion. Yeah? So 340 equals twice the coefficient, don't forget, twice the coefficient of x to the power 4. So twice the coefficient, 5 choose 3 well, times 1 cubed, I'm not going to write that, times negative a squared. Yeah. So 5 choose 3, that is 10, right? 5 choose 3, that's 10. So 10 times 2, that's 20. So that leaves us with 17 equals a squared. And therefore, you know that a is plus or minus square root 17. Yep, there you go. So the key is to understanding what the choose function is actually doing. Yeah. So answer is B. Yeah. Forgot to circle it, so let me do that. Answer is B. There you are.